Hi, Mr. Josh. Are you there? We're about to kick off. I think he left the call. Oh,
I'm here. Can you hear me?
okay. Yes, I can hear you. Good
Okay,
evening.
great. Hey,
From this part of the world, it's evening. So good evening.
good evening.
Okay. So we're going to have an amazing time. But firstly, let's get to know you, your name, what you do, and just tell us about yourself.
Sure. My name is Josh. I live in New York in the U.S. Grew up here. I worked in a few different places around the world though. So I've lived in Asia, worked over there, and did some work in Europe as well. So have a very have a global outlook, and definitely got into crypto for that reason a few years ago, maybe 2014, 2015, started to get into it. And just really excited about, what it can do for people's lives, gives people kind of economic freedoms. In 2017, I joined Taxable, and
Wow.
I was working there. Yeah, so I was working there for like 2-3 years. And really got to work with people from all over the world, especially in Nigeria. Had lots of contacts and friends in Nigeria and other places in Africa, and helping them do peer-to-peer trading. And so that's basically the high level of my background.
Wow. That's such an amazing profile. Like, hope everybody's listening. That's to tell you how authentic his project is. At least he has a lot of experience in the crypto space. So before we go into knowing more about GameStar Exchange, can you just enlighten us more about what NFTs are and how we can relate them to online gaming?
Yes, that's one aspect of the exchange, NFTs, also gift cards. I think most people are familiar with how gift cards work. NFTs are, the abbreviation is non-fungible token. It's basically a unique instance on the internet that can be certified as something that's unique. So that makes it kind of exciting because most things on the internet you can duplicate, but an NFT you cannot. So gives all kinds of use cases, and in particular for me, I'm working on gaming NFTs. So like if you use you're playing a certain game and you have an NFT of some item like a sword or something, and nobody else can claim it. Nobody, it's yours and yours alone.
Wow, that's amazing actually. Okay, so what's your long-term plan in the blockchain market? Like, how do you intend to stay in the market?
Yeah, I mean, we are going to keep innovating, keep making things easier for people. But the main thing that we're enabling is people to do trading of NFTs, game items, and gift cards. So people can, sell their gift cards, make money from that, or sell their gaming items, make money from that. And in addition to selling their items, they can actually get additional tokens and they can sell those, so they can sort of make money twice. And that's kind of like the key value for us. Other platforms, you only make money once. You sell your gift card and that's it, or you sell your NFT and that's it. With us, you sell it for Bitcoin or you sell it for BUSD, and then you make more money by getting GMS tokens that you can sell.
Wow. Okay, so you get to play these games like normal game that you play online. Then when you win, you get all those NFTs, or you get the gift cards. That's what you're trying to say.
No, I mean, so for example, if you play a game, let's say you play League of Legends or something, and you earn some special item or some like currency, like gold, you can sell it on our platform for Bitcoin, or for BUSD. And then, so you sell it on, for any game pretty much, any of the major games. You just go on our platform, sell it, and then you get your Bitcoin, or you get your BUSD or your USDT, and you get GMS tokens.
Okay, yeah, okay. Coming to the GMS token, what are the economic model of your governance token? Like, is it, yeah.
So it's, yeah, I mean, there's a few different aspects. Number one, we're using our trading fees to rebuy the GMS token. And for the governance, it allows different rights. It allows you to participate in the ecosystem, make decisions. It's also used to settle disputes. So when people have a dispute about a certain trade, then you can use the GMS token to arbitrate that dispute. So there's a lot of different use cases, actually. Hi, do you get me? Hello? Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Can hear you, Josh.
I think we lost Gold. I think.
All right, so it seems her network went off. I'm gonna step in. Hey, we have two persons from the team here, the CSO. Can you give us a brief introduction about yourself as well?
Yes, hello everybody. My name is Camille. I'm CSO, Chief Strategy Officer here at GameStar. I'm bringing in a lot of experience with game items. So centralized game items. I used to work with game items, such as from CSGO, Steam. I used to flip those, and I'm very familiar with it. Bringing the expertise on board here so that we can take the centralized approach and decentralize it. And I think that's my introduction.
Amazing. All right, so currently NFT is the current trend in the market space, in cryptocurrency market space, and there are lots of other competitors like Axie Infinity and the likes of it. What does GameStar have that makes it special, to compete in the market?
We have a lot of partnerships. We have a lot of open-ended possibilities. However, it wouldn't be right for us to dive deep into NFTs and metaverse without really having our core feature, which is the gift card market and crypto market. We have a lot of possibilities in what we can be like the go-to place. However, right now, we are just trying to see what is going to be working for our community, what our community wants, and listening to them and taking it one step at a time. And definitely the first major step and the most important step is getting this gift card market out, getting the platform out, ready to use. And from there, we can see what the community wants, right? What the community is asking for and where we can fit in the space. We do have a partnership with NetVRK Network, which is a metaverse. And we will be using that in the future. However, to what capabilities and what capacity, we are not sure yet, as we're very community driven. So we're going to be looking for feedback. But definitely something that we're looking forward to in the future. But for however, right now, not much more to comment on.
Another thing I want to mention is that we're decentralized. So that means nobody can confiscate your money. Nobody can block you. Nobody can close your account. In other exchanges, they can do that. They can close your account. They can take your money. We can't. So that's a big difference. And another thing is, we incentivize you. We give you extra tokens. You're part of the community. You make money on each trade, and it's all about everybody making money as much as they can. Those are the key.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Which of your products are live currently? The exchange, like which of your products can our community have access to?
The products, unfortunately, were just about to be in testnet. It's going to be live probably in a month or so.
Okay. I understand that in the blockchain space, most projects that are in the testnet period allow users to participate in the testing of the project, and then they get to be rewarded at some point, for contributing, maybe in testing, giving bug reports and all that. Do you have something like that available for the community?
Yeah, we're going to make that available to users on a select basis. So join the Telegram group and we'll open that up, and yeah, we'll have select users test it out.
Okay. What blockchain is GameStart built on?
Right now, it's built on Binance Smart Chain, and we're going to also add Polkadot once the substrate is ready.
Okay, Polkadot. Awesome. Any plan to get it on Solana blockchain? Because it's quite kind of interesting right now. Solana blockchain is making a lot of wave at the moment.
Yeah, we're considering that, especially for the NFT part, because obviously the fees are really important. So for the minting of NFTs and for the trading of NFTs, we're seriously considering Solana.
Okay, so if you have any question, feel free to drop your questions on the chat box. We'll soon start going through those questions. This is an AMA, of course, so we are looking forward to seeing more questions on the chat box so we can get to read them out for the team to answer. Where is the community based, the team for GameStart based?
Well, so some of us are based in Toronto. We have myself in New York. We have some people in Asia, some of our software developers and some of our product managers. And we have a full-time core team member based in Port Harcourt. So, he's been going back and forth to Lagos and other places. And we, bring other people from other parts of the world. But yeah, so it's a pretty global team.
Okay, awesome. I think we have Gold back. Gold, if you're here, can you indicate on the chat box so that I can switch over?
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you very much, Mr. Franklin, and thank you for helping us. Okay, my network kind of went off. So I must have missed a lot of things, but we'll just continue from where he stopped. So, hi, Mr. Josh. Okay, there's a question I had that I was going to ask. In the crypto space, there's been a lot of fraudulent activities, like where exchanges get hacked, people get to lose their tokens and all that. So what security measures have you placed that, okay, you say, yes, you are sure that all this kind of hack is not going to happen on your exchange?
Okay, so there's two things. Number one, we're undergoing a security audit right now by Certic, and we'll probably do a second audit at some point soon. And the second thing is that we're not a centralized location for tokens or assets. We're decentralized. So everybody is holding their own money on their own wallet. So if a hacker comes and tries to get money, he or she will have to go to every single user and try to hack every single user, which is much harder than hacking one place. So yeah, so that's the good thing.
You're muted.
So,
okay, I can hear you. Okay, someone is talking. Okay, you can go ahead.
Yeah, Justin.
All
Yeah,
right,
he
so
wanted to say.
yeah, so I'm just gonna introduce myself, everybody. I'm Justin. You'll see me there. Chief Digital Officer here with GameStar Exchange. So I wanted to actually take a look at one of the questions in the chat here. I don't know if that's the time, but I don't know how fast this chat might scroll, so I want to catch it before it goes. So somebody asked a little earlier, you said, I understand the part of interacting with the project by selling and buying and earning tokens, but what of the gaming part? So I don't know to what end, but I can definitely tell you that there will be game items available on the platform. So anybody out there who's an artist, some type of visual artist, for example, that's a great place to have your work showcased. If you're looking to arbitrage, you're looking for good deals and to flip your items or to buy game items, in-game items, things like that, NFTs, it's all there. So that's one aspect. And I would like perhaps to know a little bit more if anybody has any other questions that are related to the actual gaming side. No, GameStar is not necessarily a game. We're not necessarily a video game, right? It's not a play to earn game.
Okay.
It's a platform that offers a lot of services for games. So I mean, if you're an independent game developer, for example, you might be able to find a lot of connections there, meet a lot of artists. So much, there's just so much. We're looking, Camille already mentioned the idea of us collaborating with, Network, NetVRK, whichever way. And we're looking to the metaverse, we're understanding how things are moving towards that. And so that's an answer to that. I just want to touch on that. Thank you.
Justin, I think I have a feeling that the question was more about if we have a mechanic for play to earn. But yeah,
Yes,
so
yes. I think so.
Right.
yeah, so we're not a game. I know we have the word game in our name, but we are not a game. Other people are going to be able to build games, NFTs, digital art, assets, and those are the foundations of games. So I guess maybe that answers the question. But thank you, Justin.
Okay. Mr. Josh was saying something earlier before Justin started talking. Mr. Josh, are you done what you wanted to say?
I was done. Yeah.
Okay, you were done. Okay. So if you're just joining the call, you're a community member, just keep dropping your questions on the chat box. It's an AMA section. Ask anything you want to know. Any maybe you're not cleared about something, just drop your questions on the chat box so that you can be cleared on anything you want to understand better. Also, if you're just joining the conversation, you can still share the link to your friends and everybody so they get to know more about GameStar. And also, if you miss the session, if you know someone that missed the session, we're streaming live on YouTube. You can also get to rewatch it. So we'll just take a short break so that I can gather more questions from the chat box. Then we'll come back and continue the session. I wanted a video from GameStar so we can play on our platform so get to know more about GameStar, but I actually didn't get the video. So is there any?
No, it's not. We have a few videos, but we're making some new, really very professional ones, and they're not finished yet, unfortunately, but they hopefully will be done in the next couple of days. You can send it out to your community.
You can share to our community when it's done. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So we'll just take a short break. When we come back, we'll ask more questions and get to know more. And remember, we are going to be having a giveaway session at the end of the session. Maybe we're going to get some GameStar tokens or something. But yeah, just make sure you're participating on the call. Make sure you're asking your questions. That's how you get to participate in the giveaway session. So we'll be right back in some minutes time so I get more questions. Thank you.
Making money is not as hard as you think. With the right knowledge and approach, you can leverage on opportunities all around you. But how can you find these opportunities? And how can you get good capital, network, and exposure? GrindEarn has got you covered. GrindEarn is a business centered at equipping you with the right knowledge, skill set, and opportunities to excel in the money market. Becoming a member of our community enables you to leverage on our existing businesses such as crypto and OTC trading, tourism, real estate, e-commerce, and so much more. To become a member, visit www.grindearn.com. also get up to 20% referral bonus in our affiliate program. Grind Earn, preparing and positioning you to accumulate wealth.
Hi, I'm Good Addison. Knowledge, they say, is power, but applied knowledge is powerful. Money is evolving, and so are the various means of making money evolving. This brings me to the opportunities in GrindN. GrindN is a portfolio management company that leverages on the various aspects in the money market to make profits. In GrindN, we have a community where we teach people how to navigate the money market. You have the opportunity to learn, grow, and network. In GrindN, you can become a crypto trader, an expert crypto trader actually, and also you can leverage on our tourism, you can leverage on real estate, you can leverage on agriculture, you can leverage on various aspects that we have on our platform to grow and make yourself wealthy. Become a member of GrindN and have access to leverage on these various opportunities in our community.
All right, so you're welcome.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm on. Yeah. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Kind of having some.
So are we good to go?
Sorry. For me, we connected with two devices, so it was echoing. Okay, so somebody asked a question on the chat box. Like I said, keep your questions coming so that you get to understand more. Someone said, what are your incentive plans to attract game developers to build on the Polkadot ecosystem, thereby making use of your exchange? So who's answering that?
Josh, do you want to take this or do you want me to take it?
Go for it.
Okay, so the one thing that we want to do to make sure that our NFT marketplace is going to stand out from the rest of the crowd, because you have all of these NFT marketplaces popping up and they don't really have a niche. The one thing that we want to do is incubate, definitely. So that question is a really good question because we plan on having a separate fund for incubating projects, for incubating games, incentivizing creators, developers of NFT-based games. So that is going to be a core feature of our NFT marketplace and bringing people in. So yeah, thank you for that question.
Okay, so someone, Mr. Judge, do you want to throw more light to what he said? Do you want to say more, something more?
I think he said it well. I mean, we're you know, again, we're not a platform. We're not a gaming platform. We want to partner with games and gamers. And so the number one thing is we want to use our platform to promote games and gaming development companies, help them sell their items, help them get more users. And, you know, we will also selectively fund gaming developers, you know, just because it's part of our ecosystem.
Okay. So someone is asking if he said it's GameStar Exchange on the Google Play Store.
All right, can I take this one? I'm going to also say, I want to say something about the last question, actually, because a major part of that question is the fact, or the answer to the question is the fact that Polkadot is, you know, the layer 0 right now. So what that means is that, you know, they're working on interoperability, which just simply means that different blockchains are going to be able to speak to one another quite seamlessly, and they're going to be able to scale with that same type of interactivity or interoperability. So that's just a benefit right there, because if, you know, when developers, as Josh said, we're looking to connect with developers, right? And game artists, game designers, game developers, things like that. So if you have a game that's released and it's on, let's say it's developed on, fill in the blank with whatever network, you can now have it cross-chain, it could work together. So NFTs will have more use case value, more utility, things like that. So is GameStar on the Google Play Store? No, it is not. At least not yet.
So is it? Okay, not yet. Okay.
I'm just saying, it's not on that platform. It's not an iOS app or anything like that at this moment. What do you want to say, Camille? What would you say, Camille?
Yeah, I just want to say that I think the question was more along the lines of, do we have an app yet? Now, excuse me. That question can be put in two ways, right? So you can have an app just for a platform or exchange, which we will have. However, to have a separate app to do something unique, not necessarily. We do plan on having Android and iOS apps. However, not at the current time.
Justin, do you want to travel like to it, or we can go ahead?
I was really just I was looking in the chats, right? So, yeah.
Someone asked another question. Said, outside gaming items, is the exchange going to support trading of other NFT assets like collectibles and more?
The answer to that is absolutely yes. Thank you for the questions, everybody.
Okay. That's fine. So in other words, how can I participate? Like I'm an individual, how do I make use of GameStar Exchange? Or should I just wait for the developers to have access to GameStar Exchange? How do I participate? Like someone is on the call now, he's wondering, how do I go about it? How do I participate in the project?
Yeah, I'll take that. So we're having our IDO and public sale on the 27th. So the token will be available on 1inch and 10 swap at that point. However, to be honest, we have, so if you want to participate in that way as an investor and part of our community, that would be great. But honestly, we have a good investor community supporting us already. So what we're more looking for is people that want to actually not put in any money, but just sell things, sell their gift cards, sell their gaming items, sell their NFTs on our platform, and get the the token for free. So that's what we're really looking for. You just sell stuff. The gift cards will be available, like I mentioned, in about a month. The gaming items and NFT part will probably be a few weeks after that. So the full participation, would be at that point.
Oh, okay.
But we, love people to be part of the community, start selling, and that would be ideal.
Okay, now I understand better, because some people will be on the call and they're, how do I come in? How do I be part of this? So we can actually just trade our gift cards and get rewards, right? And also be part of the project by holding GMS tokens. So someone is still asking another question. Caleb has been very active. I don't know, other people on the call, you're not active. You don't be part of the giveaway at the end of the session. Someone said, would the token be used to cover fees when using the exchange?
Yeah, the token could be used to reduce trading fees.
Can you still hear me? Muted again.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
The one thing I want to elaborate on from what Josh answered with like how are we going to use GameStar Exchange? The one partnership that we have, which we will be expanding on, and we're really happy to have, is Egoras. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but they do micro lending in Africa. So essentially, we know the Paxful method there's a lot of money to be made. However, some people don't have the funds to start, and we want to enable people to be able to try, because you really don't need you don't need a lot of money to start. You can have $10, $50 just to see if it works, right? Because the market is huge, the money making potential is huge. It's just people need to do it themselves before they can realize that it works, right? When I was doing even my stuff before, a few years back when I used to trade game items and sell those, it seemed too good to be true. It really seemed too good to be true until, you know, the first money came into my account. I'm like, okay, this works. And when the first money came in, then that's when I got the feeling of, you know, okay, so how do I really make money? It's showing people opportunities that they didn't know existed. Well, the problem is that these opportunities can be put off as, you know, unbelievable, and a lot of them are, but ours isn't. And we're hoping that we can allow people to get into the market any way that they can in order to see that there is a massive market here. There's massive demand for gift cards. There's massive demand for cryptocurrency. There's massive demand for being able to access cryptocurrency without needing to provide a blood sample. So yeah, it's a really good merger of markets, and definitely looking forward to our partnership with Egoros and micro lending, so that people can try it out for themselves and see if it works.
Okay, that's amazing also. Someone said, does it mean it's more like a decentralized exchange or decentralized exchange? I think Mr. Josh had said something about it earlier, but you can talk more about it.
Well, sure, it's definitely, could go for it, Josh?
You can.
Sure, no, it's definitely a decentralized exchange, right? So part of the token use value, right, for the GMS token, one of the really good use case values, of course, we already spoke about reducing fees, and I know somebody wants to know the exact percentage that will be deducted. I suppose perhaps Josh can speak on that, but just, you know, for now, we'll make announcements as you know, we'll make announcements on that shortly. But going back to the idea of using the GMS token and the utility, and essentially the platform is going to be operated as a DAO. I don't know if everybody's familiar with that. It is, of course, I do believe a lot of people are. So it's a decentralized autonomous organization. So yes, a decentralized exchange. We do not own your keys. We do not own your items, your game assets, your digital assets, NFTs, your funds. We don't own it. You own it. You maintain custody of it, and we just provide a platform that connects, you know, traders, artists, game developers, you know, all of it. Yeah, right. So yes. So to answer the question shortly, it is absolutely a DEX in that sense.
Yeah. Okay. I think you said Mr. Josh is going to answer the question about the percentage fees. Someone said, Caleb again, he said, what is the percentage in fees your exchange would be taking for sales and listing of NFTs on your exchange? Listing of NFTs. Okay, Mr. Josh, up to you.
The listing, there won't be any fees for listing. For the trading of NFTs, it will, you know, vary by different categories. So, you know, between like 1% to 2%, around that area.
Okay. Someone also said, still Caleb, he said he's really interested in this. He said, also, would individuals be required to pay fees whenever they try to list items they purchase on the exchange? There's not going to be a listing. I think it's just for you to sell your NFTs, right?
It depends. It depends on what platform.
Explain us on that, Justin.
Sorry, Camille, could you take that question? I wanted to know what you were about to say before I speak. All right,
it depends. Okay. So the question
said, also, would individuals be required to pay fees whenever they try to list items they purchase on the exchange? So I'm like, I don't.
So there are three sort of different aspects to this.
Hear you.
To list gift cards, it doesn't cost anything. NFTs, on the other hand, It depends on what platform you're doing it on. If you're doing it on Ethereum, well, you're going to be paying a lot of gas fees. So when you mint an NFT, if you're the first person making one, then yeah, those fees are going to be associated. However, that's why looking at Solana is a good option, because they have really low fees. You're not paying a lot for minting. But listing on exchange, like, no, for instance, if you want to sell an NFT that you already have, then, well, that's going to be negligible. Our goal from the start is to really optimize volume as opposed to anything else, and making sure that we're competitive in every space. So when it comes to fees, when it comes to reduction of fees, when it comes to competition, we will always compete. We will always beat the competitors with prices, with efficiency, performance, and definitely with fees. So maybe we don't have the exact figures at the current time, but we will be competitive, and we will be the cheapest and the best.
All right, so network kicked her off again. I saw on the chat box, someone was asking about the total supply of the token, and I saw a response, 10 billion. Is that correct? Okay, can you shed a light on the token economics so that we can know how the economics is?
Yeah, so okay, yeah, Josh.
Yeah, it's on our white paper, and we're about to. I mean, the initial market cap will be only about $125,000. It'll be very, very low, and the circulating supply will be about 11% after like 6 months or something, or 8 months. So we're going to keep it low.
Sorry, I don't think it was very clear. The answer wasn't very clear. Can you go ahead again?
Yeah, so the circulating supply on day one will only be about $125,000 worth of supply, and then over time, many tokens will get released. It's all on our white paper. However, I think for the first 6 or 8 months, it'll still be under 11% of the total. So we're going to keep it very. We're going to try to keep the amount very, very low.
So I just want to answer a couple of questions in the chat here. I see a couple that I feel like we've answered already, but different angles to them. So the ability to mint will not be available right off the bat, day one, but I assure you that that's part of our plan. As Camille said, we're looking to be, it's a competitive market, of course, right? So we're trying to ensure that we can cover all the bases that would essentially support a gaming ecosystem, a metaverse ecosystem, anything of that nature, but not just gaming, art, somebody asked about music and things like that. So all of these things are possible as we develop. So I'm going to take a couple of questions actually right here as I go in. Somebody else also asked a question about if they're an artist, can I get dedicated personnel to help me mint my NFTs? I mean, absolutely. I think once GameStar, as a friendly platform that's pretty simple to get into, I'm also answering another question. You'll understand as the community builds, right, and NFTs and people start getting showcased and various things start happening, and the utility starts to be more apparent to people. And as people start to stake their GMS tokens, and we have node operators coming through with the Taurus protocol. So I'm also answering another question. Somebody asked about fraud and things like that. Well, we do have implement, right? So we're definitely looking for solid arbitrators here to ensure that the platform has integrity, right? We are not centralized, so we cannot just say, hey, we're going to make all the calls and say this person's account is frozen. We don't do that. We can't do that. Like, not that we don't do that. We literally, it's just not part of the platform, right? So it's a community-driven thing. It's a DAO in that sense. It's a decentralized exchange. Artists are welcome, absolutely. I know it's a long-winded answer, but I tried to do like 3 or 4 questions at once.
Can I just elaborate quickly on the artist bit? Because I find it a very passionate thing about, especially in my positioning here in GameStar. Well, what GameStar has to offer.
Still on the call. Yep.
I think you're, keep going, Camille. I think just maybe somebody, we should get muted.
So with respect to artists, the current NFT landscape is a lottery. You're looking at, you can either hit it or a lot of people miss. The thing that I've noticed is that there are many, many, many amazing artists, especially on Twitter, Instagram, and they're underappreciated because their value is not known. And we believe that we can allow people to find for themselves how much they're worth. And what I mean by that is, okay, so you have the NFT art market right now, which you have, okay, some picture that you can draw in 5 minutes and it sells for $10 million, right? The how that works is complicated, and it's not for the person coming in, that just likes to draw every day or so forth. Now, when you start mixing NFTs with gaming, it becomes really interesting with monetization, because at this point, it's not just a piece of art. It's also an asset that you can use in a game. And by being an asset, it will create value, and people will realize that their art can be used in a game. And when that happens, you can make a lot more money as artists. And we really want to collaborate with as many artists as we can, to be able to take this market to the next level, because we're not there yet. We're not there because there's no open marketplace for artists to come and share their ideas for NFT games in general. So you can have, as somebody mentioned before, music, right? You can have music, you can have videos, you can have 3D objects, you can have entire worlds, right, as an NFT, which really showcases what the potential is here. So it's going to open up the creativity to artists, and we're really hoping, and we're really excited to be working alongside them to be able to realize what this space has to offer in its full potential.
Okay, so it's actually been an amazing session. And as we all know, the NFT market is very new, just like a baby market. You have to jump into it now while everybody's still wondering what it is, because most people don't even understand what NFTs are yet. So I think you guys are actually doing a very, very great job. And anybody that is wise enough in the crypto market will want to be part of this project. So it's been an amazing time. I got most feedbacks in my inbox saying they don't get to hear what you're saying properly and all that. So maybe we're going to have a session with a Nigerian on your team that can explain that can maybe pass the message properly to a Nigerian. It's better that way, you understand? Because most people said, I can't hear, I'm leaving the meeting, I can't hear, and all that. But it's fine. We have it recorded on our YouTube channel. You can rewatch. Maybe they were talking very fast, so you can rewatch it. Then you get to understand what they are saying. So if you've been on the call, it's been an amazing night. And yes, don't leave yet. We're going to have our giveaway chat. I'm sure it's ready, so that we can get to know those that were active on the call. And also, if you have any question, come to our community, ask your question. I'll pass your questions to them, and when they respond, I'll get back to you. So if we're ready for the chat, I'm ready. And also, it was nice meeting you, Mr. Josh. It was nice meeting you, Camille. Am I right? That's how to pronounce your name, right?
Yes.
So it was nice meeting you, Justin. And yeah, Justin is black, but he talks from his nose actually, and it's super nice.
So I want to say a couple of things before we go.
Okay.
I just want to make sure there's some questions in the back here. So I want to make sure that people know to go check out the Telegram group. I know everybody has something else, a lot of questions that are unanswered, but join the Telegram group because you're going to get a lot of information from there as well. I would recommend, for example, if you're into Discord, definitely jump into Discord, but definitely jump on to the Twitter page, Twitter and Telegram at least, right? Because that's where, especially Telegram, you're going to get the most up-to-date information, and you're going to be able to ask a lot of questions, right? So It's pretty simple. And unfortunately, I don't know if people couldn't hear us clearly, or if as in volume or connection, or if it was just the rate of speaking. I don't know what, but I try my best to speak as clearly as possible.
Recorded, so I'll drop the link.
It should be clearly, audible.
Yeah,
I think we're good.
Understand better. Somebody said Justin is our soulmate. Oh, nice. Okay, let me
Yes. Who said that? Who said that? Good.
ask a question. Someone is asking, how much is the token price? Or is there no price for your token yet?
So when it launches, it's good. As a matter of fact, this is why I'm saying everybody check out as well. Do this right now if you can. Thank you for posting that. So check the chat right now. You'll see a link to the Telegram. Do that right now. Also go to our Medium page, because if you go to our Medium blog, you're going to be able to read about tokenomics. You're going to be able to read, hear me clearly, about the utility of the token, which is very important because there are many reasons why you want to buy any specific crypto, and a lot of times it's just to make a lot of money, which is great.
I saw
look
the white paper
right there. Check in the chats. There's a recent post right now. It has every link you need to follow. I would recommend absolutely going to the Medium, going to the Telegram, going to the Twitter. Absolutely, you got to go to those three. All right, and I definitely look forward to speaking with everybody again.
Yeah, I also saw the white paper was on the chat box. So if you want to know more about the token, you have to study the white paper. Always remember, before you buy any token, do your own personal research. Nobody will convince you into buying what you're not supposed to buy. So you do your research, get to know more about the project. We've seen the CEO, we've seen the CSO. Justin, what are you?
Chief Digital Officer, CDO.
CDO. Okay, so we've met the team, we've seen how amazing they are. So yes, we all want to be part of the project. So let's get to know more about them by following them. So I think the chat is ready. After the giveaway session, you can just say your goodbyes, then we can all leave the call. So if you're ready, I'm ready.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
I just wanted to say one last.
Okay, you can say what you want to say before we spin.
Yeah, so this project it encompasses a lot, and I talk fast because I don't have enough time. However, we're opening up. We're gonna be up on our voice chat in Telegram, so that anybody that wants to come by talk about any of these aspects, because it's kind of like 4 projects in one, 5 projects in one. So it all depends on what people are interested in, and we have a lot to say, and we're excited as well. And getting the feedback from the community also motivates us to, keep going further. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. So let's go with the chat, please. Wow, congratulations, Caleb. Congratulations. Yeah, you've been commenting on chat box, and I'm sure the chat also saw that you were active. So let's go for the next spin. Wow, king of giveaway. Congratulations. You just won again. Congratulations, Isaac. Congratulations, Sarah. You just won a giveaway. Congratulations. Right. Congratulations, White. Congratulations. I think it's 2 more. After this one, another one. Congratulations, Emery. Okay. Then the last spin, I think. Like the congratulations. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining the call. Mr. Josh, you can just say your last words so that we can round off.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, is that Mr. Josh talking?
Am I being heard?
You're cutting off, Emmanuel. It's Emmanuel. He's our CRM.
Okay, we can hear you.
That's not Mr.
Okay.
Yeah, Emmanuel, you're cutting off.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel Martin. Wow, in fact, since what go?
Okay, I think your network is kind of disturbing because.
Okay, can I?
We can't hear you, mate.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll just make it brief. I've been a while around rather since the beginning till now. I have been raising up my hand, and I would wonder why the moderator perhaps didn't figure that out. I didn't want to, cut in without being asked to speak.
Okay.
So I think the moderator said something like that. The team members could just join our community, join our Telegram community. We have the Nigerian.
Okay.
Community. So there we're going to, relate together, and special, giveaway. Every other person that attended this meeting right now, while the link is still valid, I just dropped the link in the comment section. Please, if you go ahead and use the link while it's still valid.
Okay. I think that's fine. I wasn't pre-informed that.
Emmanuel, you're cutting off really bad. Would you be able to just put it in the chat?
Okay, your network is kind of bad and it's already 9 o'clock. I don't want to exceed my session time. And I was not informed that you were on the call. I had a pre-call with Emmanuel. You'd have told me that you had something to say. I'd have made time for you to say what you want to say. So it's already 9 o'clock and you have to leave the call because it's 1 hour and I always keep to time. So thank you everybody for joining the call. Thank you, Mr. Josh. It was nice meeting you. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you everybody for joining the call. Hope to work with you more in the future. You have an amazing night rest. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Making money is not as hard as you think. With the right knowledge and approach, you can leverage on opportunities all around you. But how can you find these opportunities? And how can you get good capital, network, and exposure? Grind Earn has got you covered. Grind Earn is a business centered at equipping you with the right knowledge, skill set, and opportunities to excel in the money market. Becoming a member of our community enables you to leverage on our existing businesses such as crypto and OTC trading, tourism, real estate, e-commerce, and so much more. To become a member, visit www.grindearn.com. Also get up to 20% referral bonus in our affiliate program. Grind Earn, preparing and positioning you to